What up, everyone? So we're gonna get straight into this story. Octavia Brad, a pregnant woman, had recently been brutally attacked by her baby daddies from what it sounds like side chick and his brother, while he just stand there and watch. And they were going to kill her and the baby. She ends up getting taken to court. It was so bad that she ends up going to social media to seek justice. So let's read into the story. She says, on Saturday, July the 29th, approximately 5 p.m., I went to my baby father, Octaviada Story's apartment to have a conversation with, because I saw some girl posted up in his bed, and I was just there on Monday, July the 24th, so I was a bit confused to what was going on. When I arrived at the apartment, the door was open. I went inside and went straight to his bedroom, where I saw Octaviada Story, the girl that was in his bed, her best friend, Abigail, and Jaleel Murray, his brother. I stepped past all of them and then went straight to Tivata and tapped in, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, by the way, and tapped in on his leg and asked what the hell is going on, and he brushed me off. Now, I can imagine how peeved someone would be. You see a girl laid up in your boo's bed, I guess, because why else would she be there? You go over there to confront him, and he just brushes you off. When I was leaving his bedroom, Octaviada Story hit me on my leg. Now keep watching because this ends up changing down the paragraphs, but anyway, hit me on my leg, so I pepper sprayed her, and Tivata Murray, Jaleel Murray, and Abigail ran out of the room and started beating on me. Tivata Murray stood there and watched all three of them attacking me. Abigail hit me in the head with an alcohol bottle, while Jaleel Murray and Octaviada Story hitting me in my face and kicking me in the stomach. At this point, I couldn't see because my head was down. Only thing I felt was something burning me. I thought it was the pepper spray, so I wasn't too worried. Abigail and Jaleel Murray then said the baby has to die today, while Tivata Murray stood there and watched everything. Jaleel Murray took me outside and started hitting and punching me in the face. Jaleel Murray then proceeded to pick up a rock to hit me in the head with it, and Tivata's friend heard me saying, "Jaleel, stop, I didn't do anything to you." He ran towards me, said, "Bro, stop hitting her, you can't go to jail." Jaleel then responded and said, "I don't care." The neighbors saw the slice on my stomach and said, "Oh my God, you have to go to the hospital." I then looked down on my stomach and saw the slice. I started to cry immediately, wondering if my daughter was okay. Tivata's friend then asked if he could take me to the hospital, and I said, "No, you were a part of this. You planned this with them." He said, "No, Octavia, I didn't even know Tivata had another girl here." I said, "Okay, take me to the hospital because I'm concerned about the baby." When I arrived in the hospital, I was immediately rushed into the surgery room, where the doctors started taking my clothes off and me checking to see if my daughter is still alive. Thank God she was still alive. My little princess is a warrior. I was being monitored for several hours to make sure my daughter was okay. The police came into the room I was and started reading my rights. I was a bit confused to why they were reading my rights if I'm the victim. The officer took my phone and said, "Police custody." I asked why. He said, "I'm being arrested for pepper spraying my baby father, Tivata Murray." I said, "Yes, I did pepper spray him after I was attacked by Octaviada Story, the girl that was in his bed." I started explaining to the officer what happened, and he took pictures of my face and my stomach. He had no idea that I was hurt. He began to write a report on his way out. He said, "I'm going straight to the station to issue out some warrants." I said, "Okay, thank you." Later that night, when I was from the hospital, I came home and took a shower and laid in my bed thinking that they were all being arrested. I went on social media and saw all four of them at a party. I started crying because I'm like, what? Ain't no way they just did all of this and had the nerve to go out partying, not being arrested or anything. I had a mental breakdown. I was crying, my eyes out in pain while they were out partying, enjoying life after they almost took me and my child's life. I stayed up all night thinking about where I did wrong. In the morning, I watched Abigail's Instagram story and saw a video of Tivata Murray, my baby father, Octaviada Story, the girl that was in the bed, and Abigail Jaleel Murray girlfriend, all in the pool laughing as if nothing is wrong. Fast forward to Monday morning today, the day I have court. When I went to court, they told me that there's a protective order and Tavinta Mori is the protective person. I was like, what? And I started to cry. I asked the judge if I could tell her something and she said, but don't tell me anything that could be used against you. I told her what happened and she was shocked and she said there was no police report of that. I immediately started to break down crying. She said I should call and follow up on my case after I'm dismissed. When I got home, I called the police station to ask what's the update on my case that took place on Saturday, July 29th. He said, I'm sorry, ma'am, there's no police report of that. I got so mad, I hung up on the phone and started crying. At the moment, I knew I was on my own because they all lied and said they didn't do anything to me, so I had to take it to social media because I deserve justice. The world need to know what took place on Saturday, July 29th, 2023. How can a man I laid with to have a child allow this to happen to me? Happen to his child? And she is 38 weeks pregnant. Obviously, there is more that we don't know about this story, so subscribe with notifications so you can get updated. But regardless, the situation happened where she almost got killed. She has evidence of a slash on her stomach. And for the others to show more guilt than anything, they end up deleting their social medias. The two girls, I believe she also deleted her Twitter. One of them had a YouTube channel and all the YouTube videos are just, there's no YouTube videos. And I think the guy still has his TikTok up. A lot of their social medias have been deleted and that just says a lot. When you get accused of something and you're guilty, most people want to like get out of the situation, don't want anyone to recognize them. So instead of standing up for themselves, they just delete everything. The same ish that the Cabo 6 did. Now, if this just happens not to be true or twisted around, which I have a feeling not, I'm more than happy to put an update on a future video. Now, we do have some good news. She has had her beautiful daughter. One thing she reposted, she says, one thing you are never going to see again is me pregnant. She also said, to my daughter, I got you forever. And she also showed a picture hiding her daughter's face, and she said, my first love. She also said, my daughter is the most beautiful human being I've ever seen in my life. So it looks like she has a healthy, beautiful baby girl. While you're here, make sure to go check out these videos, and I'll see you guys. A 25-year-old woman by the name of Tyra Cosby was allegedly lured into a man's house where she was beaten and shot and died at the scene by a woman named Stephanie Alexander.
The details of this case are so bizarre, she couldn't believe it happened.